Imagine this. You've successfully invested in a stunning rental property in sunny California, and it's everything you'd imagine. However, you discover that potential tenants are finding the rent a bit steep, and there's a steady demand for shared living arrangements. Sounds like a potential headache, right? Well, not necessarily. By using a California room rental agreement, you can streamline the process and save yourself from potential disputes, misunderstandings, and tenant issues. Welcome back, Loopers. It's Mohammed Abugosh, content creator here at DoorLoop. Let's start by getting familiar with some key terms you'll encounter in room rental agreements. When your rental property is shared, the individuals living there can be co-tenants or subtenants. Understanding these terms is crucial to effectively manage your property. Co-tenants are the tenants that have a direct contractual relationship with you as the landlord. This means they have a signed lease or rental agreement with you and typically pay their share of the rent directly to you. In contrast, subtenants have a contractual relationship with the main tenant who has already signed a lease or rental agreement with you. The subtenant pays rent to the main tenant, who then pays it out to you, unless the room rental agreement stipulates otherwise. A crucial point that you need to remember is that for a room rental agreement to be legally binding, it requires your signature as the landlord. Although you're not the one detailing the terms and conditions of the shared living arrangement, your signature formalizes and legitimizes the agreement. Now, you might be wondering why you should bother with the room rental agreement as a landlord. Primarily, it provides you with a clear picture of who is responsible for what in your property. This can be particularly important when dealing with maintenance and repairs. It also gives you an additional layer of protection when it comes to rent collection and rule enforcement within the property. For example, consider a situation where one roommate's significant other starts spending an increasing amount of time at the property. Having an agreement in place that covers overnight guest policies can prevent disputes about who is responsible for extra wear and tear and utility usage. A comprehensive room rental agreement can reduce potential conflicts and ensure that all tenants are adhering to the same rules. Additionally, a room rental agreement protects your rights as a landlord. By outlining house rules before anyone moves in, you can create an environment of understanding and respect. It's also beneficial because if a tenant consistently breaks the rules, you have legal basis for eviction. While a California room rental agreement is the legally binding contract between you and your tenants, there's also something called a California roommate agreement. This contract is created by the tenants themselves, but it still requires your signature for it to be legally binding. Now, with all that said, creating a room rental agreement might seem daunting, but here's a basic structure to follow. Now, the introduction should state the contract's key components: who is involved, the property being rented, the duration of the agreement, and the property's location. Following this, you should detail the security deposit, who paid what and when. Then comes one of the most crucial parts: rent details. This includes how much each person is due to pay, when the payment is due, and who's responsible for making the payments. The agreement should also clearly outline who is responsible for what, including household supplies and food. A cleaning schedule, quiet hours, and guest policy should also be explicitly mentioned. And lastly, the agreement should have a comprehensive explanation of how disputes and potential evictions will be handled. Now, to close things off, let's quickly get to some frequently asked questions. But before we do, make sure to like and subscribe if you've enjoyed the video so far, so we can get this information out to more real estate professionals just like you. How do you draft a California roommate agreement? Well, it's pretty simple, but you as the landlord need to start off the agreement, and then everyone involved needs to check it over and sign it before everyone starts living together. Now, if you click the link below, we do have some handy forms that you can print and fill out to make everything much easier. What are room rental agreements? Think of a room rental agreement as a playbook for living together. It's a written deal that lays out the do's and don'ts for everyone living in the space. Basically, it's the game plan to keep the peace and make sure everyone knows what's going on before they all move in. Is there a difference between a housemate and a roommate? So the answer is pretty much in the name, but technically a roommate is someone you share a bedroom with, while a housemate is more about sharing a house or an apartment. But in the US, you might often find that these terms get used pretty much the same way. Either way though, you'll want a room rental agreement in place to keep things running smoothly. In conclusion, as a landlord, a California rental agreement allows you to ensure a smooth shared living experience in your property. By setting clear rules and expectations, you can create a harmonious living environment and protect your rights. Remember that a small step of precaution can save you from a whole host of problems in the future. If you've enjoyed this video, check out the next one in our series for more property management content. We'll see you soon.